Hello students, welcome to the today's session. Today we'll discuss about the Spring Framework aspect oriented programming. In previous session we discussed how the uh, dependencies are been injected using your setter based or using your constructor based. Now we'll discuss the aspect oriented programming. While discussing the features of Spring Framework, we discussed what is that AOP. So AOP, you can similar find it out similar with the OOP, like object oriented programming. So in your oriented programming, class is your main point where your everything revolves around your class, but here class and object. But in your aspect oriented programming, everything revolves around your aspect. Now what is this aspect? Aspect stands for your cross cutting concerns. Now what is this concern? So as we discussed earlier, the concerns are nothing but the tasks which are apart from your regular business logic or the regular functionality, but these are common in multiple applications. So the functions that span multiple points of an application, the functions which are required for more than one application, are nothing but your cross cutting concern. So like your logging, your at what time you're logging in, at what time you're logging out, your auditing, your backup, all these are cross-cutting concerns which are not at all being depending on your regular applications functionality. So that is what your the concerns, and these cross-cutting concerns are referred as your aspects. Now depending upon these aspects you will be designing your framework, and that's why your Spring Framework is referred as your aspect oriented programming framework. So let's see how this being implemented in your code part. So this is what your normal one, like in previous we had this capital class, and you are having country class where country is having country name and capital. Now can you tell me which type of dependency you are having, which type of dependency injection you are having here? Yes, as you can see here, the setter methods. So this type of dependency injection is called as your setter based dependency injection. So main method doesn't have any effect, but where you'll find that difference, you will find that difference in your this bean.xml, where you are having bean, and inside that bean you are having property value that will be considered in terms of your setter based. And if you were having the that one if you were having this what this constructor base, instead of this property you will having the no arg constructor one, so argument no arg one. So that is what your beans.xml. Now let's see what exactly the aspect counts here. Now can you find out, in your previous beans.xml you were simply having the Spring Framework XML namespace and only the Spring Framework's beans schema location. But here one more schema location you are providing, and that is nothing but your AOP. Now what is this AOP? AOP stands for aspect oriented programming, and for this you will require some more jar files also, and that's why I have added some more schema location files also, XSD. Okay, schema definition, XML schema definitions you will be providing. So that is what your bean file will have something extra. Now bean file will have one more thing extra. As you are having country class, as you are having capital class, so beans are there, okay, but you are having one more class. Now what is that? The aspect class. As we said, the cross cutting concern you have to define. So I have defined the cross cutting concern. Whenever you are calling a function capital name, whenever you are accessing that capital name, you should have the login function, and once your that capital name is being printed, it should have the logout one. So the similar kind of structure we are expecting here also. Now just observe what your main class is having. Main class will be having simple, you are referring, or the injection is being handled by your beans.xml, and how to get that bean uh, using your context object, and how you are getting that context object. It will be your class path xml. You are having the application context, which is being provided by an xml file, and now you, whatever you will be getting from your xml file, you have to set them to the class path. Okay, so that is what your normal, the previous application was having the same code. Now, can you find anything different in this code? No, not at all. Then, who will be handling this aspect part? Beans? Beans are having those aspect part? No, you are only defining the bean here. Then, just observe here, aspect oriented programming, AOP colon aspect J auto proxy. So, aspect class will invoke itself automatically because of this auto proxy method. Now, what is there in your aspect class? So, in your aspect class, first of all, you will be having that at the rate aspect, because I am defining that aspect. Okay, so at the rate aspect is what you have written. What do you mean by at the rate? This is nothing but the notation where you are referring some reference point. Okay, so a notation you are giving. So aspect, you are defining what is the name of your aspect, AOP advice. So AOP advice is having two methods, the logging one and the logout one. So logging, when you want to call it, whenever your main method is calling get capital name and you are calling get capital, two methods are there. Okay, so how you are having get country name and get capital name. So once when you are calling the capital name, then you are logging into the method, and when you are calling the country name, then you are logging out of the method. So that will be handled by this line. Can you observe? This is your plain simple Java method definition, logging and logout. That won't be much difficult, but when to call this logging method, when to call this logout method, will be handled by your before annotation and after annotation. Before, when you want to call this logging method, I want to call this logging method before the execution of this method. Okay, after execution of this method, logout will be called. Now let's see how your program is being invoked or executed. So just execute this one. Oh, AOP advice won't be executing. AOP main we have to execute. Okay, so just observe, exited from this one. I have misplaced that code. Okay, so get country name you're calling first, so that's why they're giving. Okay, so you're giving, whenever you are calling country name, you will be executing which method, the logout method, country name logout method. So let's change something. Now it is done, so let's execute. So first of all, entered into the system at time. Why it is giving you the time? Because in your aspect you mentioned the date. So at what time you call this method, at what time you have logged into the system, the similar kind of thing you can handle by using this aspect. Now if you see, the main method doesn't have any inclusion of your aspect, then from where you are getting In main method you are simply calling this beans.xml. Now what your beans.xml is having, beans.xml is having the entire bean defined here. You have simply defined the country bean, capital bean and aspect bean. Now what is the main point here? Your aspects are being automatically invoked. So it will invoke your auto proxy, then it will search the beans where you are having this at the rate aspect keyword. So wherever you got this aspect keyword, you will be executing this file. Okay, now it will go to the file. Logging method is there, logout method is there, but when you are calling this logging method, before this method is being invoked. So let's go to the your main file. Here you are calling the get country name. Now it will check into the aspect. Get country name method is there, so before executing this it will execute the. Then logout method, when you are calling logout method after this get capital name. So once your get capital name is being executed, after this file you will be executing this function. So that is what your aspects are being handled. And in order to handle this aspect, you have to have here, you have to have the jar files, the aspect jar files. Now just observe, I'll show you which files I have configured here. So as usual, right click, build path, and these things you have already implemented in the previous file also, previous program also. Apart from this, you will be having one more external jar file, aspect j, where all these files are being included. Okay, so that is what your aspect oriented programming is being implemented using a very simple application, by considering the cross-cutting concerns, the login one. Okay, so that's all for today. That is what your aspect oriented programming. Stay tuned for the next session where we'll be starting with the hibernate one. Thank you.